If you're seeing a Hubspot validation error, the good news is that this is usually caused by a simple data issue, and in this video, I'll walk you through the fastest way to fix it step by step. Whether you're working inside Hubspot forms, imports, workflows, or an API request, the same core problem usually applies. Hubspot is rejecting a value because it doesn't match the format it expects. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes. Let's get into it. The first thing to check is the email format. Hubspot expects a valid email address in the standard name@domain.com format. That means there should be no spaces, no missing symbols, and no extra characters before or after the email. A small typo, like an extra space at the end, can trigger a validation error right away. So carefully inspect the email field and make sure it looks clean and properly formatted. Next, remove any spaces or unusual characters. Sometimes when data is copied from a spreadsheet, CRM, or external app, it brings hidden spaces with it. Even if the email looks correct at first glance, Hubspot may still reject it because of those invisible characters. Try deleting the field entirely and typing it again manually to rule that out. After that, check the domain itself. The email has to use a valid domain, and it should not be a fake, malformed, or blocked domain. If you are testing with a placeholder email, Hubspot may not accept it. Use a real email address from a real domain, and if possible, test with a different email to see whether the issue is tied to one specific address. Now check for duplicates or existing invalid contact data. In some cases, Hubspot validation errors happen because the contact already exists with a bad value in one of the properties. If the record already contains invalid data, new submissions can fail until that value is corrected. Search for the contact in Hubspot and review the properties carefully to see if there is an outdated or broken email value stored there. If you are sending data through an integration or API, you also need to validate the request body. Make sure the JSON is structured correctly and that the email field is spelled properly. A missing quote, wrong property name, or incorrect nesting can cause Hubspot to return a validation error even when the email itself is valid. Double-check the payload and confirm that the email is being sent in the exact field Hubspot expects. Another useful test is to try a completely different email address. If a different email works, then the issue is probably with the original contact data rather than your whole setup. That helps you narrow down the problem very quickly and avoids wasting time searching in the wrong place. If you're still seeing the error after those checks, review the specific Hubspot message carefully. Hubspot usually gives a clue about which field failed validation, and that clue can point you directly to the bad value. Once you identify the problem field, clean up the data, save again, and retry the action. So to recap, the fastest way to fix a Hubspot validation error is to verify the email format, remove extra spaces, use a valid domain, check for duplicate or invalid contact data, and confirm your request body is structured correctly. In most cases, one of those steps will solve the issue immediately. If this video helped you out, please hit the like button, subscribe for more troubleshooting guides, and I'll see you in the next one.